Let's talk about self-discipline. When you hear that word, what comes to mind? Punishment? Restriction? Well, what if I told you it's actually the single most powerful tool you have for transformation? Seriously, it's not about limiting yourself, it's about liberating yourself. Let's get into it.
This quote right here, it really nails the whole idea. We all have intentions, right? We all have dreams and big goals. But, intentions are just thoughts. They're just floating around in your head. Discipline, that's the engineering. It's the concrete and steel that actually builds the bridge to turn those thoughts into your reality. Without it, all that potential just stays on the other side of the canyon, just out of reach.
So let's start with the foundation, because it doesn't matter how talented you are or how big your ambitions are. Without discipline, any success you build is basically built on sand. It really is the non-negotiable cornerstone of any real, lasting achievement.
I love this definition because it's so simple but so profound. This has nothing to do with motivation or waiting to be in the right mood. Self-discipline is just an act of personal integrity. It's about being honest with yourself and actually honoring the commitments you make, especially when nobody else is watching.
You can think of it like this. Motivation is kind of like a spark. It's super bright, it's exciting, but it burns out fast. Discipline, though, discipline is the fire you build with your own two hands. It's that steady, reliable heat that keeps you going long after the initial excitement fades. It's what turns a fleeting desire into a lasting habit, guiding you right through the chaos of life.
All right, now for what I think is a huge mindset shift. What if we stop looking at discipline as this act of self-denial and instead we start seeing it for what it truly is, an act of profound self-care and self-respect?
This right here is the game changer. Every single discipline choice you make is a vote for the person you want to become. You're basically saying, hey, I love my future self way too much to let my current, temporary feelings sabotage them. It's choosing the long-term fulfillment of your goals over the short-term comfort of whatever mood you're in right now.
So just for a second, think about it. Who is that person? Really picture them. What does that disciplined version of you do every day? What do they say no to? What does their morning look like? Every disciplined action you take today is just another choice that aligns with that future you.
And this is where it gets really cool, because it creates this amazing positive feedback loop. See, when you love yourself, you act with discipline. But here's the magic part. When you consistently act with discipline, you are, by definition, acting like someone you respect. And that action builds unshakable self-respect and, you guessed it, more self-love. It's a spiral that only goes up.
Okay, so we've totally covered the why. But how do you actually do it? This isn't about some superhuman act of willpower. Truth is, the most disciplined people in the world, they just have better systems. So let's break down a really practical three-part system.
These are the three pillars. It's all about building your discipline muscle methodically. You wouldn't go to the gym on day one and try to lift an impossibly heavy weight, right? Same idea here. Lasting change always comes from consistency, not from intensity.
This first step is all about building trust with yourself. Just keep one small promise, tiny, like exercising for just 5 minutes or reading one single page. Every time you do that, you're proving to your brain that you actually follow through. And these small, achievable wins, they stack up, they build momentum, and they strengthen your belief that you can actually do this.
Next up, you automate your success. See, habits reduce the need for constant decision-making and willpower, and those are finite resources. They run out. So, by stacking a new habit onto one you already have, like, say, meditating for 2 minutes right after you brush your teeth, you make discipline the path of least resistance. You're not fighting yourself anymore.
I love this quote from the comedian Mitch Hedberg because it perfectly captures the final part of the system. You have to eliminate friction. You want to go to the gym at 5 a.m.? Well, lay out your clothes the night before. You want to eat healthier? Don't keep junk food in the house. You have to design your environment to make the good habits easy and the bad habits difficult.
But look, having a great system isn't always enough. There's a hard truth we have to face. Your comfort zone, well, it's where your dreams go to stagnate and die. Real growth, the kind that discipline builds, it only happens when you willingly step into uncomfortable territory.
So, here's the deal. You have to choose your pain. There's really no escaping it. You can either feel the temporary pain of discipline, waking up early, pushing through that last rep, saying no to a distraction, or you can feel the permanent, crushing pain of regret. One pain builds you up, the other one just tears you down. The choice really is yours.
Let's try to reframe this whole thing.
Stop seeing discomfort as a stop sign. Start seeing it as a milestone. That feeling of struggle, of pushing your limits, that's the feeling of growth. It is literally evidence that you are stretching beyond what's easy. It means you are on the absolute right track.
So, we've talked about the mindset, we've talked about the systems. Now let's bring it all home and connect these techniques to the one thing that will truly keep you going when things get tough: your personal motivation.
So, what is your why? Why are you even doing this? Your why is that deep-seated reason. It's the emotional fuel for your entire journey. It's what's going to push you when you can't push yourself. Some days, you won't want to get out of bed. But your why, maybe it's your family, your future, your health, that will be the thing that says, get up. You have to know it, feel it, and connect with it every single day.
And that brings us right here to this final, crucial question. Don't wait for tomorrow. Don't wait for the perfect moment, because it's never coming. Discipline is built right now, in this moment. So what is the one small, achievable promise you will keep for yourself today? Answering that, well, that isn't just listening to me talk. It's taking your very first step onto the bridge to your future self.